So guys, this is the lesson in which we will talk about the 6 P's of a good essay, and we will also try to summarize the course. This is presented by your friend Roman Saini. So if you do not remember anything at all in the entire course which I am trying to teach, so at least try to remember these 6 P's, because this will help you in your essay and this will help you secure really high marks in the exam. So the first thing is presentation. Presentation here means that you write properly, you write legible writing, you do not do overcorrecting, you do not cut and overwrite, and it is basically one of the most important quality. It is well spaced and the examiner really likes what you are trying to do, so this thing becomes really important. So this will appeal to the reader. Reader here means examiner. It will also help you to maximize the score with the same quality of content. Now you have to leave important margins. It has to be legible. Legible means somebody should be able to read apart from yourself. The handwriting should be really good and neat. If it is not possible, at least it should not look very bad. Try to do indenting. These are all essential elements of presentation. So try to make your essay as presentable as possible, as good as possible, so that examiner end up giving you really high marks. Then second is proper selection of subject. Subject here means the topic of the essay. Sometimes you are asked to choose one, sometimes you are asked to choose two. So go for scientific, logical and rational topic if you are in doubt. And you should understand the context and broad theme that needs to be understood and addressed. So if you are not sure whether you will be able to write a, let's say, essay on religion or philosophy, okay, in that case try to choose the scientific and logical and rational topic, because if you write well in that, so you are guaranteed a certain minimum marks. But in philosophy it totally depends on the interpretation of the examiner as well, what he is or she is thinking. Then you have planning. So planning is the third P, wherein you structure your essay properly, you arrange your thoughts in a coherent manner, then you write them down, you revise them, and you make sure that there is no error which has crept in while you were planning, while you were writing. And how do you start the planning? So the last 3 to 4 pages of your answer booklet, you can just cross them diagonally, writing them rough work, and you can draft and structure the essay before you even start it. So first is the presentation, then is proper selection of the topic, and the third one is planning. Now fourth one is proportion. Proportion here means that you have to give some proportion of your time in introduction, some proportion of your time in writing to the body, and some proportion of the time in writing the introduction, main paragraphs, conclusion. All these are really important. And how do you plan about it? So even if you have one essay, two essay, we will talk about in percentage term. So 1/6 of the time should go in structuring the essay, okay, then 3/4 of the time should go in writing it, and 1/12 of the time should go in revising the essay. This is the perfect breakdown. Then perspicuity. Perspicuity basically means your expression is really clear, you know what you are trying to say, and it is uninterrupted. Basically there is no breakage of the flow, and the flow of thoughts is very logical, and the paragraphs, this is one of the another requirements of the essay. So high quality essay will always include these points. And the last P is persuasiveness. If you are not able to persuade the reader to believe in what you are trying him to believe, then you are already doomed. So the tone of the essay cannot be very weak and very meek, and lack of confidence cannot be reflected in the tone of the essay. It should be assertive, it should be positive, it should be objectively critical at times, but positivity and optimism should ooze out from the essay. So these things are really, really important. So these are the 6 P's of writing a good essay. Now let's talk about the summary. So the introduction to the essay need to be insightful, and it should directly relate to the given topic. Content should be rich, coherent, and should all point towards the desired theme. And again, paragraph should be in continuity. Now while you are detailing out the points in the content, try to find the underlying issue, try to expand the topic as much as possible, and essay length could be between 1500 to 2000 words. But if they ask you 2 essays, then divide this length accordingly. And each paragraph can contain 8 to 9 sentences. An introduction and conclusion can take 1 to 2 paragraphs each. Try to take the first 10-15 minutes in understanding the topic and the last 15 minutes for revising. So thank you for watching this lesson.